All right, so hey guys. Obviously, I know that a lot of you have been just waiting for this upload so you can get an update on what's going on and what happened with the transfer. So, gonna walk you through a little bit about some of the things that have happened in the last 5 days as I have been officially waiting to see what the results of my first transfer have been. Um, for those of you that are just watching, I went through two egg retrievals and then decided to transfer the third time with a fresh transfer and a frozen from the second cycle. I lost the egg from the third cycle. It ovulated early. Um, and so I was able to transfer a day three on, the third month. And so kind of waiting for, um, as I was waiting for the results, I was just kind of still continually in the process of anticipation and figuring things out. So I wanted to just share with you guys something interesting that I actually found out. I didn't realize that there have been some enormous progress done in the whole arena of mitochondrial donation. And you can actually look it up. I'll try to attach some videos about it. But the essence of mitochondrial donation is that they put in a little bit of the donor DNA and the mitochondrial DNA, and they put in the actual DNA of the mom and the dad. Um, and they sometimes call this like three parent babies or something like that, but it ensures that the mama's DNA is there and the mitochondrial DNA gives power to the egg. So I actually found this research out. It is not legal in the United States, not approved by the FDA. I think they refuse to experiment with it, but there are 30 children in the United States who are growing up with mitochondrial DNA. But as you know, with everybody who is advanced maternal age, who's thinking about children, maybe the biology, you want your own biology, you want your own genetics, right? That's probably the biggest hindrance between donor egg and your own eggs as you're trying to get a biological baby. So for me, it wasn't attractive because of that. And to be honest with you guys, I was really excited to find out about it because it talks about the advancements that they're doing with the IVF procedure, and it happens in the IVF stage where there's two kinds of the mitochondrial DNA process. There's one they call the spindle transfer, where they take out the actual DNA nuclear of the mom and dad, and they put it inside they remove the DNA of the donor, and then they put the mom and dad DNA inside the egg of the donor. That's called the spindle transfer. And I believe that Dr. Zhang in New York City, he has actually he's formulated a company. I'll put the link in the information bar. And it's called Darwin Life. And he was actually responsible for the mitochondrial DNA process for a couple that had issues, and the baby was born healthy. So it's something that's in the works. And then the other type of mitochondrial donation is where they actually they take the egg donor's mitochondria and then add it to the female's DNA to boost it, to give it power. That is actually happening at a clinic in the Ukraine. There's two clinics in the Ukraine that are doing mitochondrial donation. And I actually scheduled an appointment with the doctor in the Ukraine clinic. I think Biotech is doing it to talk about it. But unfortunately, it seemed for us, because of advanced maternal age and my low ovarian reserve, I just didn't have enough eggs that they could use for that. So, but we were committed, guys. My husband and I were going to go to the Ukraine to see if we could try this because, for us, it's important to try and see if we can have the genetics there, if possible. You want to try first before you go into the donor. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you so that you can kind of know the trends and what's happening in this journey, especially for women of advanced maternal age. And so I can't lie to you guys, when I saw that information, it gave me so much fire, it gave me so much hope, because there's advances in research that are being done to be able to see how best they could help women of advanced maternal age. So to wrap things up, my doctor, Dr. Yillian at the Life IVF Center in LA, is the one that I'm working with on natural cycle IVF. I asked him straight up. I was like, what does he think about Dr. Zhang's work? Because doctors know each other, and he said basically he thinks that right now where they are in the research, it's like putting in a heart to an 80-year-old man or something like that. That not enough research has been done, and he doesn't think that it's the way to go because it doesn't guarantee, for example, that 80-year-old man who has a heart of a 30-year-old will be able to run any faster or something like that, especially when it comes to egg quality. So, but guys, I was glad that I was glad that I looked into that, because you gotta look into these options. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you, because there's always these advancements, and in this community we have to motivate each other. So what do you guys think about that, like mitochondrial donation? Is that something you've ever heard of? And so yeah, and then now I guess I'll tell you guys the results. I unfortunately, this transfer failed for us, and so yeah, it was devastating. But I think what I tried to tell myself when I was going through this process is that you got to always use each opportunity as a learning opportunity. So for me right now, I think it's best to wait until day 5 and do PGTA testing, because it didn't even implant. So most of the research is saying that it's egg quality. So that's that. So thank you guys. I don't want to keep this video for too long. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.